Okay.
Well, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Super Ponte, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Good afternoon, Oye. Good afternoon, Kes. It's so great to be here once again. It's the World Cup season. Yeah, so let's get it on started.
Let's get it on started. Yesterday, two of the co-hosts actually, okay, yesterday and today, Canada hosted Bosnia, and we see how they did. Then USA, actually, I don't know, like they brought their A game. It was a masterclass against Paraguay. It was an exciting game. I was like. Our predictions yesterday says at least USA scores two goals and they scored four, but we were like at
Yeah.
least two goals. They scored four. Wow, that is exciting. Do you think they're trying to make a statement, or what's your analysis, or what did you actually observe from that game, USA Paraguay?
Oh, okay. That game it had everything. Like the first 45 minutes was it was as though we were watching Brazil. I mean, we were watching prime Brazil, a prime Barcelona side, because I enjoy the fact that their transition is something that thrilled me the most. The way Amanachi they passed the ball very very quickly. They understood what to do without the ball. They understood what to do with the ball. Their
With the
transition from the
ball,
defense down to the attack, it was very very fast. Do you
it
understand?
was
There was
swift.
nothing like yeah, very swift. Yeah, there was nothing like holding the ball and second guessing to know what you do with the ball. Everybody was on par. Their midfield trio of Tyler Adams and Weston McKelly, the guy that plays for Juventus, was something else. Then we have Captain America, Pulisic.
Yeah, Captain
Pulisic,
America Pulisic.
yeah, Captain
Yeah.
America, and from Balogun, that guy. I think
Wow.
that the way and manner, he would have scored a hat trick yesterday. Could have
Yeah,
easily
yeah.
scored a hat trick. The first goal he scored was an offside in the build up, offside, and he scored two beautiful goals. Like
Two, two.
everybody was up and doing. So yes, it's they are not here. One thing is that they are not here to answer presents. They are not here because they are just the host. They are here to make a
Ghost. Okay.
statement. They are here to make a huge statement. This is the first time they are scoring four goals in a match. Florian
Four
Barugo has
goals.
two goals now, and he's just three goals away from equaling their land. They call him Donovan. Donovan used to be
Yeah, yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
high,
Yeah, yeah. The highest goal scorer.
Orlando Donovan. Yes.
Mm.
So it's if they continue, because you're looking at their side, they're in Group D, and they have Australia and Turkey. Turkey is going to be a very tough one for them. Australia might be easy for them, but Turkey
No,
plays just
Turkey,
the
Turkey.
same football. They play very fast-paced kind of football. So we'll see what happens. But this is a huge statement that they are not here to count numbers. That's the thing. They are here to make it count. Like they are here for as many games, as many wins as it comes. Yeah. So it's a good one for them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's now this shows the tactical acumen of Mauricio Pochettino. I think he has actually built something solid with them.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. He has. A lot of agitations due to the fact on how he managed, his one season at Chelsea,
Mm.
his seasons at Tottenham. Even when he was at Tottenham, the only thing that eluded them was just trophy. They were
Yeah,
competitive. Right?
yes, very
They were the
competitive
only
with
thing that they didn't
Tottenham.
win any trophy, but they
Yeah,
always
yeah,
competed in the top
yeah.
five, top four
Top
like
four,
that.
true. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
when he came to Chelsea, he took Chelsea from 12th place to 6th place. Though they would
Yeah,
have qualified for Europa, but then it was conference, but they started playing good football. So if it's he's a good coach, no doubt.
no
Will they
doubt,
give him
no
the
doubt.
time to implement his practice? Will USA be okay with him on the long term, regardless of what happens after now? That's the question. But practically, he's a sound coach.
Yeah, the game had everything. This morning, the game had everything. The only thing that was
Yeah.
lacking from that game was corner kicks, because
Yeah.
as beautiful as the game was, the game had only four corner kicks.
Yes,
Only four
yes,
corner
yes.
kicks, but it had everything. It was an exciting show, and everybody actually enjoyed what Mauricio Pochettino and the old US team actually brought to the game. You saw the Canada against Bosnia. What's your take on that? I actually think Canada were very, very unlucky.
Yeah, they were because Bosnia came with the game plan. Their tactics was just to defend. They have very tall players in the Bosnian team.
Yes,
Their tactics was
yes.
just but just to defend. And they did that. They defended well. It's just that
They
a goal will
defended
go enter,
in numbers and they defended well, well,
yeah. So
and the
a goal will
experience.
go enter. Goal will go enter, go enter. You can see the way that Atalanta
Yes,
guy.
you
So
can't defend. You can't defend for 90 minutes straight. It's
yeah, it's
insane.
not possible, especially against a side that kept attacking, kept at some point something must give. And indeed something gave yesterday. It just took them a player coming in, they call him Larin, coming in
I
from the
call yeah, yeah,
bench
yeah.
and he scored
Yes.
two touches he scored. So they would have won it. Honestly, Canada would have won it because looking at all three nations they've all played, the host nations, we saw what happened in Mexico, they won their game 2-0. Canada got their very first point in a World Cup. They've never had a
Yeah.
point. The last World Cup they attended, they scored first, but they ended up losing all their games. So this is a good one for them. Getting their first point, it sets the tune for the rest of the games in the group stage. Will they qualify out of the group stage? It remains to be seen. They have Qatar and Switzerland in their team, in their group. Switzerland will pose a very huge threat for them, but Qatar should be a walkover for them. So good one for Canada.
Okay, so we should look out for Canada. Probably they will qualify amongst the best loser, or how do we call it now? Because
Yeah, yes. Well, if they get a win against Qatar, then they might stand a chance. You need at least 9 points. But then again, if you get a
yes,
win, if you get a win against Qatar to be four
that's
points,
a four.
that,
Yes, yes.
yeah. So and if you lose, or if they might even
Well,
draw
well,
against
well,
Switzerland, then for them that's 5 points. Then they might stand a chance.
well, with what they played yesterday, they might actually draw Switzerland. They might actually draw
Yeah,
Switzerland. Yeah,
yeah,
they might actually draw Switzerland. Okay, well,
yeah.
yeah. Let's hope they don't go the Qatar way, because Qatar, being the host nation in the last World Cup, they actually hosted the World Cup without a single point. I think you remember that.
Well, yeah,
Yeah. So
I do. I remember.
and now I think
I,
Qatar. Okay, not I think they find themselves in the same group. So I believe Canada should be able to do well against Qatar. Talking
yes,
of Qatar, we have Qatar versus Switzerland
yeah,
later today. Later today, I think that is a survival versus efficiency, because Switzerland, if you know them, they are just a very efficient team, very
yes, yes.
organized. They always manage to qualify for the knockout stage. Always manage. They are not
Well,
spectacular. They are not spectacular, but they will suffocate you.
yeah, true. Very true. Very, very true.
They will,
They are
they will,
I, okay. Continue. You go continue.
okay, yeah, they are not spectacular, but they will suffocate you. You see, they have this Zanit Zaka and a very solid defense. They are a 1-0 specialist. Like, if
Yeah.
they score you first, that's the end of the
Back.
game. Once they score you first, Oga, just they go back out. He don't end. So
Yeah.
I guess the Qatar, who is still trying to get their feet, they've improved from 2022 to now. Now, but what should we expect from that game, Qatar Switzerland?
Okay. Well, I'll start off with Qatar. Qatar, in their last 6 games, they've not won any game. It's been like over
Yeah,
four defeats and 2 draws. They've scored just 2 goals and they have conceded 8. They are yet to get a win or a point in the World Cup. This is going to be their second edition at the World Cup. They were the ones that hosted the last one
just
in
yes, the
2020.
last one.
They
Yes.
lost their opening game. They lost their
Mhm.
opening game. They lost the opening match, and they didn't win any game all three. They just
At
after
all, not
present.
true.
So, but the thing is, when you look at their head-to-head with Switzerland, it's just once they've met. It was in a friendly game sometime in November 2018, if I'm not mistaken. That game ended in a goal to nil in favor of Qatar. Yes, it was a fucking for Switzerland. And the player that scored that goal is the player they call Akram Afif. For one, bringing
Yes.
up this Africa, he's going to be playing in this competition. One of their standout players. He's their highest goal scorer. Like in the last 133 caps he has over 41 goals thereabout. He's a left winger. He's an attacker, right? So this is a
Yeah,
player
they are
that
attacking.
Switzerland is very, very wary of. I'm not saying that they would win, but this is a player that would cause upset for them. Of course, he was one that scored the only goal they had against
The only goal
Switzerland.
against,
Then
yes.
Yeah, so it's more like a bragging right. The first time they met, they won against Switzerland. But then again, Switzerland, to explain very well, Switzerland, I call them, I won't call them the dark horses, but they've been very, very consistent. They are like, what's the word I would call? They are very, very good. They are quiet, quiet, quiet horses or some dark horses, sort of,
Dark horses.
because
Dark horses.
yes, because they alongside France, they are the only two European countries that have qualified for in the last six tournaments, the last six major
Tournaments.
tournaments. Right? Yes, they've always qualified for the knockout stages, so they are very, very
Yes.
consistent.
You have
They might not win
consistency.
anything, but their consistency is their second name. So this is a game they would go into knowing that they have what it takes to win against Qatar. And it's going to be, I won't say it's going to be a walk in the park 100%. This could be a game that might end up getting our first penalty of this competition because Qatar might be agitated. Do you understand? This is going to be
Yeah.
their second contact. You know, the last time they hosted the World Cup was on their own top. So
And
to
they're
an
on
extent,
their soil, yes.
yes. So on their own. So this is going to be the first time outside their soil. So a lot of agitations might come in, and they might end up getting it. I'm looking at getting it. They might be a penalty in this game. In today's game, we've not had any penalty at all through the 4 games we've watched. Before, yes, 4 games, right? All through the four
Yes.
games we've watched so far in this tournament. So there might be a penalty in this Qatar versus Switzerland game. And secondly, there are two players that will be very, very for Switzerland. We have the Granit Xhaka that is their captain, he's their
The
leader, their
captain. Yeah.
midfielder. So he's very good at leadership experience. And there's another guy we call a captain. I won't call it. They call him Mr. World Cup. He has a Cameroonian descent. His name is Brembry. Okay, Embello. He plays for that Monaco or thereabout or Lily. I don't know all
And
of these
then,
countries, but then
and then
he
he
doesn't.
plays in France, yes.
Okay, yeah, he play fine. That's then he plays for Lille then. He does
Mm.
you don't see him in other but once he comes to tournament
Tournament,
because he
he
will score
shows up.
goals.
He shows
Yes, he
up. He
should
shows
against
up.
Cameroon. He scored in the last World Cup against the what's it called? Against the in the Euros of 2024. He also scored. So he's a player that can score goals in tournaments. So those are two key players for Switzerland. But then I don't see Qatar causing any upset against Switzerland. This is going to be a normal win, a natural win for them. This is a tournament, it's
Okay.
not friendly. So
Okay. If
yeah.
if you're thinking of okay, what are your predictions for this game? Like, what would you like? People watching us now would want to say, okay, where should I put my stake on what should from your point of view? Well,
Okay.
what would you advise people who want to stake on this particular Switzerland Qatar match?
Okay. Switzerland will win. It's not looking at the defense line of Qatar. This is not a game that will end with just over under. It's not a game that will end with an under 1.5. It's going to end with a
Okay.
1.5. 2 to 3 goals will be in this game.
Okay.
That's it. 2 to 3 goals. It's not going to end in a 1-0.
Okay.
This will be
Okay.
a game that Switzerland scores is 2 goals, 3 goals because of how porous Qatar's defense line. First, like I said, in their last 6 games, they've considered eight
They've
goals.
considered it. Yeah.
So and
They
it's
always
just two
concede.
goals for them. They don't have goal scorers like that. You get so this is a game. Switzerland, with the way they play football, I believe they will score goals. Like 2 goals, 3 goals, like in that manner. And
Okay.
I'm expecting a penalty. I feel one of the goals that they will score will be a penalty. Like I said,
Away from the
agitations
penalty.
in the box, yes, agitations in the box of Qatar.
Qatar.
It's going to be their first time out of their comfort zone, and all eyes will be on them, like all eyes. So a lot of agitations will happen. It will be prone for most of their defenders, some of their defenders to make mistakes. And when you make a mistake inside the 18-yard box, you
You get
automatically a
punished for
penalty.
it.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
true,
a
true, true.
penalty for me. There'll be a penalty in this game, and over 1.5, at least 2 goals will be scored in this game.
Okay, and from what you're saying, because of agitations, we should expect cards too, right?
Yeah, cards. People might want to be overzealous by maybe all those rough tackles. You get yes. When you rough tackle someone inside the 18-yard box now, you go collect card then collect penalty. So
So, like, how many yellow cards do you think will this game produce? because
I don't
this tournament has been producing cards. There's been
yes,
lots of cards in this tournament.
the referees are not being lenient with when they want to either show MTN or the red one. Um, okay, in this game, their game will not really be a game that will have so many yellow cards because I don't see a Qatar side as in a side that is very, very physical that would want to tackle,
Okay.
except the only tackle the three yellow cards, three, four is at most four yellow cards. I don't see having a
Okay.
lot of yellow. I don't because
Okay.
this is a smooth show for Switzerland, and of course, a yellow card will come off from the penalty that Qatar will concede.
That will concede. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
So,
Great. Okay. Great. Naturally, I say this is Switzerland's game to lose. Switzerland is going to win. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
And Switzerland don't do pretty football. They do results.
yeah,
They
they
don't
are
do
result
pretty
oriented.
football. They just do result. And because Qatar lacks that attacking prowess,
Yeah.
um, it's not going to be a walk in the park, a walk in the park. But yeah, Qatar needs a goal to survive. It depends on the approach of the coach. But if they allow Switzerland score first, that's the end of the game. And just like you rightly pointed out, I'm expecting at least two goals from Switzerland.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
least
know
two
if
goals.
yes, I don't know if Qatar can score. I don't know. That's just the truth of the matter. Cards to, I think we are on the same page. Maybe two, maybe three, not too much cards. And
Okay.
the two sides are not attacking teams, so I'm not expecting too much corner kicks.
Okay, but yes, I'm not because no, I'm not expecting. I'm same here. I'm not expecting too much corner. They are just pass the ball from defense, midfield.
You
Quick
understand?
thing, neat and tight.
The Yes, most of the games will be played in the midfield. In the midfield.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the midfield. So well, good luck to Qatar. Let's see if they can get a point out of this. But from what is all indications, I think it's a Switzerland game. Now, the big game for the day. The
Mhm.
big game for the day. Now,
Yeah.
the most successful African team in the World Cup against the most successful team in the World Cup. I
Mm.
believe I said that right, and I believe
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
most successful African team in the World Cup versus the most successful team in the World Cup. I'm
yeah,
saying Morocco versus Brazil.
yeah. Two
What
giants, one.
two giants in their own right in everything they do. Giants of Africa. Well, they say Nigeria is the giant of Africa, but Morocco, at least
Yeah, we're not giants.
Giant of
Giants
Africa
of-
wey no fit qualify for World Cup, and we have Cape Verde in the World Cup. Man, it's well, let me not throw shades at my country, but it's all good. The Giants done the if I say Giants done the sleep, maybe not sleeping Giants will be, but it's all good. Um,
Yeah.
Morocco versus Brazil. What should we expect? Because, well, I think this is a game that is even, what would I call it now? If they are meeting in the semi-finals, we would be looking out to watch this. It's not a
Mhm.
game for a first round what of view. If they meet themselves in the semi-final, everybody will be like, okay, yes, it's worth it. Morocco, Brazil. Um,
Well, it's like I said, like you've said it all. You said it all. Two big countries. This is actually going to be all through this tournament. This is going to be the first time two countries that are within the top 10 of FIFA ranking will facing each other in the group stage. These are the kind of games you look forward to watching in the semi-final or the knockout stages because one person has to go home. They are too good. It's okay. They are two good sides. You get, and the
yes.
only time you see two good sides meet themselves is in knockout stages. But
Knockout
you can see
stages,
what is
yes.
happening. Yeah. You can see what is happening now. The reverse is now the case, right? They are in Group C. Brazil is sixth on FIFA rankings, while Morocco is they are eighth on FIFA rankings. Two big giants and just one piece to determine who goes home with all 3 points. It will be a very tough game. A very very tough game. A tough game. A lot to play for. A lot to play for. To be
A
honest,
whole
Carlo
lot to play
Ancelotti.
for because, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
So go
Carlo
ahead.
Ancelotti, this is the first stint at being a head coach or a manager for a national team side.
A national
It's
team.
a big one for him. Of course, Brazil has the pedigree from previous. They have five stars. They are the only side that has qualified for all. That we have all the previous editions of the World Cup. They've always been there. They've
Always been
always
there.
been there. Yeah, they've always been Brazil and the rest of the world. But in recent times, it's not been like that for them. You can see since the last time they won it was 24 years
20,
ago, and
yeah,
they
yeah,
want to,
2002.
yeah, they want to go back to, get back to that glory we used to know Brazil, the Joga Bonito kind of football, samba. You know what it means when you watch a
Yeah, yeah,
Brazilian
yeah,
side,
yeah.
and they
Yes,
swear
yes,
and
yes.
everything. But their talisman, Neymar, is not around. He is around, but he's not 100% around. Like, he said that
It's
he's
not
wanting
100%
to
fit. Yes.
yeah, so I don't think they want to build their team around someone that is not 100% fit. They want to win. I was watching something Carlo Ancelotti said. He said that they are coming here to win. Do you understand? It's been a long time. They don't want to come here and answer presents like
Just
I keep
say,
saying.
okay,
They
I'll be
want to
every
come
day. Yeah,
here,
yeah.
yeah, and make their their presence felt. They've got a very
Felt.
good squad. I remember it was our first visit. I said they are one of the teams I'm actually tipping for because when you look at their team, they are it's only in their wing backs that they are suspect. From their center back, their goalkeeper, center back, midfield, wingers up front, striking row, they are fully fit. Like they are well stocked. Yeah, it's a good one. But Morocco, on the other hand, Morocco got to the semi-final of the last World Cup. They are
Yeah.
unbeaten in all competitions. Like they are, I won't call them de facto upon, but they have a lot to prove because it's just like people had with Mexico, South Africa. Most
Yeah.
Africans supported Mexico. From the look of things, most Africans are tilting towards supporting Brazil as
Okay.
against
Yes.
Morocco. But now Morocco,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because of I think that's because of what happened in the last Nations Cup, the
exactly.
Morocco Senegal saga. Yes.
So it will be a very tough one. Both sides they have star play, but I believe Brazil has the edge to an extent much more than Morocco. Morocco recently
Morocco.
changed their head coach. The head coach that took them to the semi-final is not the head coach now. He's
It's not,
now,
it's not
and this is a
just.
new person. This is a new person, a new flow, a new kind of tactic. So this is something that we have to come to play at the end of the day. Brazil has a better edge to an extent than Morocco. They've met three
Okay.
times. Brazil has won twice. Morocco has
Yeah.
won once. The last one was in
Once.
2023. It's in a friendly game. Morocco won 2-1. Brazil will have that at the back of their mind heading into this competition. And how well you go in the tournament. It starts from the first game of the tournament. If you win, then
Okay.
you set the tone for something good. If you start drawing or losing, there's a bad taste it gets in the lips of fans and even for the players. Do you understand? I know a lot of eyebrows has been raised for Ancelotti leaving out the likes of
Yes.
João Pedro, the players he called. So this is the time for those players that he called, the likes of Hendrick, the likes of Ryan, to come in and prove
To
themselves. So there's
prove
all to play
themselves.
for. Exactly, all to play for. I feel the pressure will be on Brazil than on Morocco to deliver. The pressure will be on Brazil than on Morocco to deliver.
But what kind of game should we be expecting? Because this is flair versus
Yeah,
discipline. This is individual brilliance versus
yeah.
physical football. Because as good as Morocco are, they play physical football.
They do. They don't really.
They,
They don't concede. They don't concede much goals. They don't concede much
yeah.
goals. And what you'll be looking at is who scores first because they play fast-paced kind of football. Both
Yes.
sides. In as much as I
Yeah.
know, defense wise, Morocco they have a kind of a strong kind, a compact kind of defense. They don't really concede much goals. But then at the end of when you have individual brilliance in the person of Vinicius, you have Rafinha. How well
Yeah.
will you stop those guys
Yeah.
from scoring goals against you? They hit you on the counter, Brazil, and it's anything that happens to you, they will
Yeah,
score.
anything that happens, happens.
Hendrick will
Yes.
score. Hendrick will score.
Hmm.
So it is going to be okay. Where exactly this game will be is who scores first. Because if
Who
you
scores
score first,
first?
then the other, if say for instance, Morocco is playing a compact kind of football, and somehow Brazil is able to unlock that compactness, they would open up and it becomes a balanced game. You see who blinks first or who blinks last. You understand? So it is going to be who scores first will determine the tempo of the game.
Okay. Are we now? I think we are going to have a challenge. I think that's Vinicius Junior Akimi. And now that's like
Yeah,
a 300 million pounds worth of challenge.
yes,
Vinicius Akimi. What should we
yes.
expect from both players now? Because if Vinicius is actually pushing forward, we know Akimi loves to overtake. But
So,
if
yes,
Vinicius is pressing him,
overlap.
he won't have that opportunity to overlap. Now, that encounter, Vinicius Akimi, what's your take? What do you think is going to happen there today?
It's going to be it's going to be quite a tough one. Hakimi is not 100% fit. I know
Yeah.
he has been he just returned for the Champions League final. Yeah, for PSG, he's not 100% fit, so he needs to. I believe he must have taken a lot of athletics lessons because if Vinicius is not going out to you, then there's a certain Rafinha that is going out to you. So
Yeah.
if you are done with Vinicius, how exactly do you handle a Rafinha?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
True.
tough one for him. He needs help. He needs the centre back to come into play because he needs people. The centre, of course, he's a wing back, right? He's
Yeah.
a full back, rather. He needs other help. He's not going to do it alone. He's not going to do it alone. So he needs his defense line, the centre backs in Morocco to kind of you're doubling on. I believe the coach would have to double on those fast-paced kind of wingers. Give them double marking. That's what they call it, double marking. So it's not going to be a walk in the park for both Vini and also Hakimi. But then again,
Hakimi.
if it's just Hakimi at the end of the day with a Vinicius or a Rafinha, Izotilo, I don't think he'll be able to stop them from
Okay, that's a fact. But I think in the group, this is the match in their group. This is the match to really look out for because if whoever wins this is already
Mhm.
guaranteed a place in round of 32. If you ask me, whoever wins
Yeah.
this,
But of course, this is a tough game. They're in Group C, right? It's a very tough
yes,
one. It's a very tough one. They
yeah,
have
they have Haiti and Scotland.
oh, those ones are like I don't know. Those ones are so both of them will qualify. Both of
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
but
yeah.
one person has to cancel the other person today.
Yes.
Both of them will qualify because Haiti is a
So
straight walk in the park. Scotland, the
straight
same
to
thing.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. This particular games uh, determines who tops the group.
Yes, 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 exactly.
On paper,
Yes.
though, on paper, because let's not take out surprises. That's how Saudi Arabia surprised Argentina in the last
Brazil,
World
I mean,
Cup.
Argentina in the front team and they still win
In the
everything.
last World Cup. So, but let's not take out surprises. Your predictions, yes, your analysis are on point. I don't really have anything to go against everything you've said, but what are your predictions for those who want to stake? What are your predictions for the Morocco Brazil game this night?
Both teams
Straight
will score.
predictions. Both teams to score, okay?
Both teams will score. Um, Brazil to edge it. Both teams will score, but Brazil will win. I don't see a draw in this game. They are too good to leave a draw. Brazil will keep getting at you until they get the win. But definitely they will concede because come on, like I said, Marquinhos and Gabriel will not do everything. They're not going to do everything. It's not their wings. There's a certain Brahim Diaz
Yes,
that played for Morocco,
yeah.
and he's good. He's a very good. Yeah, he didn't score that
Uh,
goal. That's the goal that just sent it down. But
there's Ibrahim
he did
Diaz,
well in
there's
the
a
last competition.
Ziyech, yeah.
Ziyech is not there again. He's out. I guess he has retired. There's
Oh,
no
okay.
Ziyech. Ziyech is down.
Okay, okay.
And
I
he
didn't
didn't
peep
play in
that.
the last AFCON. It's been long he left the team now. He's not there
Okay,
again. They have
okay.
they have Hakimi, they have Onwahi. Most of their
Yeah,
names are like yeah, Onwahi, yes, the midfielder. So they have good players, very good players. Most of them they play their trade in Belgium, in Netherlands, and also in the French League One.
yeah,
But then
Legon.
again, they've got fast and pacey players. It's both teams will score, but Brazil to win this. A 3-1
Okay,
or a 2.
okay. That's okay. You're saying go over 2.5.
Yes.
Then
Go
okay,
over, okay, over 2.5, three goals, yes. Go
over
over 2.5.
2.5, it can be 2-1 is go over 2.5. Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
okay.
I have to like again. That's fine.
just check it in your okay, cards, corner kicks. What are your predictions for that?
There'll be a lot of corner kicks because we know that sometimes they have a good defense line.
Yeah,
Morocco has a very, very good defense line.
very good
Brazil
defense
too, to
line.
an extent, the combination of
Mm,
Marquinhos and they
yeah,
will be able to
and
intercept a lot of balls. And you know what Gabriel does for us now? Probably he might want to bring his A game into this competition
mm,
as well. From the
yeah,
corner kicks or from the set piece. You
yeah.
get from the set piece from the but there'll be cards because there's a certain Bruno Gomares. He's the midfielder, but he's always prone to getting making silly
Yes,
fouls. So
yes, and is actually good. Then what about saves? Because yes, this is another market that people don't know. Saves. That
Bono, we have
both of
two
the two goalkeepers are actually good.
fantastic goalkeepers. But yes,
We
they'll be
have
saved. A lot, a lot of, in fact, a lot of what's it called? Activities will be in the half part of Morocco because
okay.
Brazil is all attack, all attack, all attack. Do you understand? If you're holding a
Yes,
Vinicius, there's a Rafinha. If you're holding a
yes,
Rafinha,
yes.
there's a Thiago. What is it called? The Igo Thiago.
You
There's
go.
Hendrick. There's Ryan. They've got players that can cause upset for you. So
Them.
a lot Bono should be ready because he will save goal tire. He will save.
But now we'll still not take it away from. We won't take it away from Morocco's attack too. But
Yes, because
Alisson, I expect Alisson to be the one in the post for Brazil
yes, he has always
today.
had we have yes ahead of Ederson. Yes, he's Alisson has always
Yes.
been the one. And I believe injury scares is out. He's no more injured as such. He said he's ready for the World Cup, and he want to make a big statement for himself in this World Cup. So yes, he will make a couple of good saves. Good saves.
Okay. Just like Super Ponta Berry pointed out, I think we are on the same page. It's going to be a game with both teams attacking, though we see that individual brilliance, uh, Brazil edges it. Um, I expect both teams to score too. Yes, I expect Brazil to have more arsenal to go against Morocco. So yeah, I think it's a 2-1, 3-1. Like we, and I expect a whole lot of corner kicks. Maybe not. Maybe I expect over 8.5 corner kicks. Um, the cards I don't know because I expect the game to be free flowing. I don't expect a whole lot of Gidigbo football.
Okay.
The these guys, I don't expect Gidigbo football. I expect the games to
Yeah.
go well there. Yeah, yeah. So now I why I'm edging it to Brazil basically is this:
Okay.
Carlo Ancelotti, he needs to prove himself at the big
Yeah.
stage. Like he needs to prove himself. Like he has proven himself everything club football. If it's club football, there's no doubt in Carlo Ancelotti. There's no doubt in Carlo Ancelotti. But now this is the biggest of it all. Though some people say the Champions League is bigger than this, though I
Who said
beg to
so?
disagree.
Who said
Yeah,
so?
there are people
No.
they've been saying it these days. They've been saying
Don't
this
mind
these
them.
days.
It's Nigerians that did not qualify, Jare.
So, but yeah, I think this is the biggest stage. This is where the whole world comes together and play. So
Yeah.
I expect Carlo to want to show himself, and so. But I believe we are in for beautiful football.
Yeah,
I believe,
beautiful. Just like we had. Okay, so far we've had 4 games, right? Four
yeah.
games played, and so far we've just had 2 beautiful football played in this tournament. The
Mm.
Mexico South Africa game, and of course the USA
The
Paraguay
USA game was,
game.
but the
So the
USA game
next,
was,
I don't, yes. So the next beautiful football we're watching is the Morocco versus Brazil. You see, they tend to select
Brazil.
them a day. They don't drop one for us. They don't drop one and put one
Okay,
boring
just one.
football. No, no,
Yes, at least okay.
I'm
If
telling
one is
you.
boring, what is the other one we go there exciting now? Make we not just bore you for the
And
World
you
Cup.
know, they tend to put the boring ones. They tend
First.
to put the boring ones first before the
Uh,
main ones.
yeah. I get that. I get that. Thanks for your time, Super Pontaibere. It's been lovely having your in-depth analysis and predictions. I believe we're going to make money for people during this World Cup because yes, these are super punters who do their research and who has been in the game for a long time. And yesterday, what everything we predicted was
Yeah.
on point. Apart from, which was surprising to me, the USA Paraguay that had only four corners. Every other thing we said was on point, 100%. Every other thing, and you
Wow.
guys out there, you got every other thing was 100%. Every other thing, apart from the corner kicks for USA Paraguay. So you guys out there, keep following us, stay with us. We'll make you multi-millionaires during this World Cup. I promise you guys. From me, Oye, see you the next episode. Bye.
All right. Bye bye, everyone. Bye. Yeah.
Uh,